All right. So we'll update the old cube record there. And yeah, we'll jump in. We'll open a new pool. That was fun. And thanks to the historic challenge that I played recently, we've got gold to fuel our arena cube for quite a while. So we're actually earning gems off this event. Yeah, the rewards are pretty sweet. All right, so let's see what we've got in this pool. Oh yeah, the rewards for the historic challenge were bonkers. You have to hit 8 wins to get the crazy rewards, but I only played one, and I was lucky enough to get to 8-1 with that deck, so that was pretty sweet. All right, let's see what we've got here. We've got some controlling white cards with Pacifism and Banishing Light, Conclave Tribunal, Sigil of the Empty Throne. If we got a ton of enchantments, we could build around that. You will, Eder. The fact that you were able to hit Mythic in your first month, I am very confident you'll be winning a lot of events. So yeah, don't stress. It sometimes takes a little while. Yeah, we've got to be super close to affiliate. In fact, I'm guessing that at the end of the hour, our viewership will be where it needs to be. So again, thank you everybody for that. I'm really excited. And I'll open the email just in case they send something I have to verify. All right. Yeah, that's we have the Loxodon if we want to go with like a kind of spew all our creatures onto the board strategy. Let's see what we've got in the other colors. All right, and in blue, we've got some good tempo cards. Merfolk Trickster is one of them. The Stormfleet Aerialist as well. Warkite Marauder. So a bunch of cheap flyers in blue along with an animating fairy. So if we get some good cheap artifacts, this is definitely something we can consider. And Thassa, that is one I'd love to build around. If we have some good enter the battlefield creatures, pretty much these 3 cards alone are just top tier cube cards. So I'm leaning heavily towards playing blue at this point and maybe leaning into artifacts. Oh, Eder, I will definitely be playing some more drafts on the stream when the new set comes out. Draft is really fun, so don't worry, we'll play quite a few of those, and hopefully that will give you the basics for you to dive right in. All right. So in black, we've got some good cheap removal. The Bloodfast is good in a more controlling deck for sure. I like Midnight Reaper. Grey Merchant, Bolus of Citadel if we want to go like heavy black devotion. Oh, and Command the Dreadhorde too. So these 3 are kind of all-stars in a heavy black deck, but they do require a big commitment to black. But yeah, Command seems really sweet, especially if we have a lot of removal. If we can set up a way to kill our opponent's best stuff and then put it back on our side of the battlefield, that would be awesome. I don't know if it's good in cube, to be honest, Eder. I think it's less good than it is in constructed because it's harder to build around that card. But I feel like any card that can put you up resources in cube has to at least be okay. Just because all of your cards are so good. All right, and we've got some aggressively slanted red cards again, as it tends to be. I'm a little less inspired by this set of red cards. We don't have quite as much good cheap removal, although Tectonic Giant and Experimental Frenzy. Oh, we have Embercleave. All right, that we might have to see what we can do with the Embercleave because that seems like an absolute beating. All right, and our green pool looks to be very elf-centric. Yeah, I'm not too inspired by the green. Voracious Hydra is a good versatile card. And then, oh, okay. We've got Hostage Taker again. We didn't get to play it last time. I'd love to see if we can get that in, along with Enter the Gods Eternal. And we got the Assassin's Trophy, Vraska Garruk. And some really good Gruul aggro cards. This looks like a historic Gruul aggro deck right here. And then we have my nemesis, Niv Mizzet. We can build the super greedy Golos Niv deck. Probably not going to do that, but if we have the support, we'll look at it. Oh, wow. Mox Amber has to be just absolutely awesome, though. There's a lot of legendary cards in Cube. And Platinum Angel seems really good, too. So we've got some good artifacts. Okay. Let's start building, and I think I want to focus on blue-black artifacts. That's my impression from the first pass-through. So if we have enough instants and sorceries, Augur is really versatile, as is Anticipate. Let's get the Vantress Gargoyle in there. Animating Fairy. And we'll try to see if we can have some Enter the Battlefield cards for Thassa. Entrancing Melody, Thassa Intervention, all really good. I don't think we're going to be particularly aggressive. Although we do have some pretty good, cheap, blue attacking cards. Alright, let's build a little bit more of a controlling deck, though. Yeah, we're going to be like a blue-black artifact control, I think. Get the Hostage Taker and the Enter the Gods Eternal. And we may splash into green here, because we do have some really good green-black control cards as well. Alright, and let's get the Platinum Angel going. God Eternals, not Gods Eternals. Okay, fair enough. Enter the God Eternals. Good catch. Alright. So, unfortunately, the only thing that looks really good with Thassa is Hostage Taker. Oh, and Golos, though. So I think I'm okay. Oh, and Grey Merchant. Never mind. Thassa's definitely staying in. Okay, so this deck looks pretty sweet. Now it's just a matter of tuning it a little bit and seeing what our last couple includes might be. I don't think we have enough artifacts for Steel Overseer. Although it's not terrible on its own at just 2 mana. And we can only animate the Mox Amber, which makes the Animating Fairy seem less good. Yeah, definitely this is a Clone Gary Arena Cube version, Mark. Less cloning, more blinking. So let's see, what other blue or black cards are interesting? Oathsworn Knight is a good way to get the devotion up for Gary, and a pretty big beater, honestly. And I definitely like Rune Raider if we can trigger it. The other option would be, instead of Oathsworn, to do Rune Raider and some of these cheap blue flying cards. Yeah, actually, let's get rid of Oathsworn. I think I just want Chart a Course. And then, do we have enough to support Augur of Bolas? We got a lot of 2-drops. Instants or sorceries. Murder. Yeah, I think we're a little bit short on the support for Augur of Bolas, unfortunately. Yeah, very, very cheap card heavy. Might consider getting rid of this Vantress Gargoyle, honestly. The thing is, we don't really want to play Bloodfast on turn 2 very often. It's more of a late game card. And Entrancing Melodies belongs somewhere over here. Entrancing Melody. Thassa's Intervention's really over here. Finale is really over here. So actually the cube is not, or the curve is quite good. It just places these X spells in the wrong spot. And yeah, this looks good actually. So maybe the gargoyle can come back in. And what are we missing? I don't think we want any of these aggressive blue cards. The only thing is that the flyers play really well with that raider we just looked at. Actually, maybe we want a Storm Tamer in here, as it can protect some of our creatures. And is there anything that we would want to cut? We're playing this very controlling deck, so maybe this is not that important. All right. And in terms of mana sources, we've got 7 black, 7 blue, and 3 green. Mox Amber doesn't really fix us. Let me just double check our lands really quickly, and then we'll jump in. I want to see if we have any more dual lands we can use here. We do. Let's get the Temple of Mystery in there. That helps. Could also play the Gleaming Barrier, but I think that's a little bit slow. So this is sort of fixing with Mox Amber, but we don't have a lot of things that trigger it. I think this looks good. All right. Let's see if we can do as well with this one. Yeah, so this one is not nearly as streamlined. And I imagine we're gonna get bitten by that in at least one game. It's a little bit stretched for the mana, but I do think that the green cards we chose to include are so powerful, it's probably worth it. We can also look at, after this game, what it would look like as just straight blue-black. And yeah, this is really, really slow, but I think with the Scry, I am gonna keep it. Oh yeah, let's reset the record, unless we want to continue it from the previous one. All right, let's see what we can do here. Yeah, I do want to keep hitting land drops, actually. I guess we can just play out the Amber. I don't see a reason to hold on to it. And yeah, if we play other slow decks, I think we'll do really well. But if we happen to play a more streamlined aggressive deck, we could be in a lot of trouble. Yeah, I think there was just a little bit of lag there. Hopefully it's only that. So Amber can add any color among legendary creatures and planeswalkers. And in Cube, you tend to have quite a few legendary cards. So, for example, now it's going to be able to turn on Thassa next turn. But we'll see. I do appreciate that our opponent is taking their time as well. Oh, the Thrashing Brontodon is actually kind of annoying if they choose to blow up our Amber here. So I think I'm going to play out the Thassa. The reason being, if they don't blow up the Amber and we draw a land card, it opens up Garruk and Bolas' Citadel. And if they play an Enter the Battlefield creature, we can actually Entrancing Melody it potentially and then start blinking it with Thassa. Although, yeah, because it returns it under our control. Okay. So we can play out the Midnight Reaper, or we could keep mana up to tap this. I think we just want to play Midnight Reaper. We might even just throw it in front of a creature to make sure that we're able to hit another land, and then get Garruk going. But yeah, we need to hit one more land, and then we're in pretty good shape. Can also play Gary next turn. Yeah, I'm gonna take this and play Gary out unless we don't hit a land. Unless we hit a land, in which case we'll probably play Garruk. Oh, this is not a creature. That's why it's not turning on. Okay. But yeah, Blinking Gary should help. Okay, yeah, when this is not a creature, when it's only an enchantment, this doesn't actually work. I was wondering why we were not able to play Garruk there. Alright, so we can chump block the Beanstalk Giant here. And block here with Gary. Could also not chump block, but I feel like we definitely want to. It's only one pip of devotion and we get to draw a card. Keep our life total a little bit higher. Okay. So can Golos here, getting a land. And then I wonder if we can add colorless with this. I don't think we can though. Alright, let's go ahead and grab another blue source. And we'll blink Gary again here to pad our life total. Yeah, this is going to be tough though. But we're not just dead. They have to have something else. I guess they can maybe Thrashing Brontodon to get rid of Golos. That might just do it. Now we survive at 1 if they make that play. But we're on the ropes. And then we can play out the Citadel, which will make Blinking Gary more effective. I don't know, though. Our opponent's greedy deck has gotten there faster than our greedy deck. And they've got all the keywords bird. So we can Entrancing Melody that. Alright, is there any way to survive this? We can steal Beanstalk Giant and blink it. Nope, doesn't work. Can't give this haste. Yeah, I don't think there's any way out of this, unfortunately. Yeah, we don't even have quite enough to do that. Guess let's chart. Oh, we can start tapping things down with Thassa, actually. That might be what we need to do. We can only tap one thing while it's not a creature, though. Yeah, I don't think there is a good option here. Okay. So, let's see what this looks like with, sorry, without the green. Yeah, I think it might be. Alright, so let's see what we can do here. That gives us room for quite a few additional cards. Let's put the lands in here. And then we'll see what we can fill in. This feels like a 10-7 deck, I think. We have so many black mana symbols. Maybe it's 9-8 though. And then that leaves us room for 4 additional cards to pull in. Okay. So I think we really just want to survive until the late game. Augur, Anticipate will help us do that. And then Oathsworn and probably Rune Raider can come in as well. This gives us some good early plays. Again, this part of the curve is not correct because these all go up here. Yeah, I think this looks actually just a lot better. And Hostage Taker's so good, especially with Thassa. I think this is powerful enough. We don't actually need to dip into green. So let's give this a go. All right. Here, I'll pad our stats a little bit. We'll do cube 1 and cube 2. That way everybody knows we're not totally scrubbing out. Although that looks pretty confusing. Let's go second cube. There we go. I think this has to be a mulligan. It's just really slow. We can't cast anything. And this is awesome. We can murder things. We got Hostage Taker. Yeah, this is a really good starting hand. So we'll keep this. And I think I'm just going to pitch the Oathsworn Knight, as it is the one card that doesn't really go with what we're trying to do right now. I usually stream for 2 to 3 hours, Rorik. I start at 7 and then I usually finish anytime between 9 and 10. Rorik, are you streaming World of Warcraft, or what are you streaming these days? And since this doesn't do anything yet, I'm actually going to get the Bloodfast going to try to make sure we hit Hostage Taker on turn 4. Gotcha. And Rorik, do you play Arena too? Well, I appreciate you coming to hang out. I would recommend getting into it. It's pretty awesome. Alright, well now we can play Hostage Taker for sure. So we'll throw the Vantress Gargoyle out there and play our land. Yeah, it is a very addictive card game, and there's a lot of different ways to play it. So there's this cube sealed right now, which is very different from, for example, standard, which is how most people play. So a lot of different options. All right, now I guess I want to hit the bird with the Hostage Taker, actually. I'm not too worried about them beating down, and being able to play this out and help us to Bolas his Citadel seems really strong. And yeah, we can start milling, although Search for Azcanta messes that up a little bit because they also want cards in their yard, so maybe I'll hold off on that. But yeah, if we play Gilded Goose and then Bolas' Citadel the turn after that, it feels like we're in really good shape. And then we can also draw cards with the Bloodfast here. And yeah, I think against slower decks in general, our deck should do very well. Yeah, I think that probably not getting too greedy in a format like this is almost always the correct decision. Just because you have good cards in every color, and if you stretch yourself too thin, you're going to sort of lose to yourself sometimes, where it doesn't have to be that way. Alright. So let's get Bolas' Citadel going. And this will make Gary extremely good. Oh, and the top card is a swamp. I was wondering why we couldn't play it, but actually this is some synergy with Vantress Gargoyle. We can actually mill the swamp here, and then hopefully play whatever's on top. Yeah, let's enter the God Eternals, getting rid of this Pelt Collector. And cards of their library into their graveyard. Do we want that to be us or them? I guess we want us. Alright, we'll play out this Mox Amber here. Yeah, so unless they can do something pretty spectacular on this turn, we're actually going to be able to sacrifice 10 permanents soon and just kill them that way. Ooh, their own Hostage Taker is a nice one. That's going to mess up our synergy a little bit. Alright, so we definitely want to play that from the top of the library. Alright, unfortunately we hit a few lands in a row there. Oh, we can draw it though, and unlock another card this way. Entrancing Melody for 0, but that doesn't actually grab us anything. We'll just get rid of that. Oh, I can entrance my own thing. Sure. Steel Overseer. There's Gary. Alright, and let's chart a course here. We can discard a island. If we command the Dreadhorde, is there anything we can get back from a yard to... Oh yeah, we can command the Dreadhorde getting back Thassa. That seems pretty awesome. And then we just kill them by sacrificing 10 permanents. Let's go ahead and grab Thassa here. Yep, Blink Gary indeed. Going to 1, alright. 1's not 0 though. So can I just play this out, but then I have to be careful. If something dies, that's going to trigger. That makes me a little nervous. Let's go ahead and Blink Gary first here. Get in with the 4/4. Alright, there we go. And now we can also tap down the Gargoyle if it's able to attack. Alright, the Harpooner can kill the bird, that's okay. And yeah, we'll just tap down the Vantress Gargoyle here, most likely. See what their last play is. But yeah, Bolas' Citadel, pretty busted, especially when you have other things that allow you to get rid of land cards that you're hitting. Like the Gargoyle and the Bloodfast. Yeah, I definitely have enough cards, so let's tap it down. Alright. What do you have, opponent? Even if they have a way to kill the Gray Merchant here, we can probably get up to 10 permanents. Yeah, I think I can't really figure out how they can beat us here. Alright, so they're killing the Gray Merchant. But we can, that doesn't help. So we can Platinum Angel. Start murdering some things. I can start blinking the Hostage Taker as well. That's got to be insane. think I really want to actually draw that Thassa's Intervention. Alright, let's play Platinum Angel. And just play a land here. This is a very conservative way to play it, but I think this makes sure that we win versus getting too aggressive and just going for the 10 permanents and wasting this. Alright, and now we can hostage taker something else of theirs next turn. Yeah, swing with the angel, another way to just to win as well. Yeah, so they would need a way here to both kill Platinum Angel as well as deal 8 damage. Even if they Entrancing Melody the Angel, we can get rid of it with a Hostage Taker. Well, we had a wonderful brunch. Yeah, I can't stop this. So, if they were to steal the Angel, because the Angel only stops them from winning, or it doesn't stop us from winning. It says we can't lose and they can't win. Hostage Taker, yeah, that would be pretty sweet, stealing their henge, but they're not going to give us the chance. Hey, what's up, Sidetrack? Welcome to the stream. Just doing some Arena Cube here, but I've been crushing with your Historic Scapeshift deck earlier today. How'd your stream go? Yeah, I've really been loving that deck. I played it unchanged through that Historic event. And then the only thing I swapped out as I've been playing it on the ladder is I got rid of the Clear the Mind from the main deck and put Agent of Treachery in there. But yeah, it's phenomenal. Yeah, we do need to add that. I also need to add a shout out command. Sidetrack has that on his stream. It's very cool. He shouts out other streamers that are hanging out. So I gotta get that coded up also. Unless that's a default command. I'm not sure. Alright, this looks pretty good. We need to hit one additional land. Oh, interesting. You love the Nexus, Sidetrack. I feel like that's the real villain deck. How'd you do in the Historic Challenges? Alright. I think I'm actually... I really want to make sure we hit Hostage Taker on time, but we can do this next turn. We don't have to do it right now. Alright, 7 and 3 is not bad. Gets the money back at least. But yeah, it's... I definitely was super lucky to hit 8-1. I'm not ashamed to say I did not even play the deck well, and it just totally carried me. Early on when I was learning it, I managed to Scapeshift for 0 zombies on multiple occasions. And then I finally figured out how it worked properly. So it was good enough to carry me to 8-1 even with those huge mistakes. But I think I got some good matchups in there as well. Alright, I'm going to actually Hostage Taker this, so no need... Ooh, do I want to Hostage Taker the sword, actually? Yeah, that seems better. And I saw you were going to put up some sideboard guide Sidetrack next week. Alright, let's get this sword going, I think. I feel like you're becoming the historic master. You're the go-to person for all the historic info. This is like build your own Ariel Knight of Windgrace that we've got going on here. Yeah, that would be cool. I definitely just put it in a spreadsheet, and it did not look particularly exciting. Yeah, I'll offer this trade and get a knight for our trouble. I think I'm gonna start using Aether Hub. Aether Hub has a really awesome visual layout for decks, and they have all the Ikoria cards up there already too. All right, and yeah, we need to hopefully get enough mana to be able to Entrancing Melody this Knight of Windgrace here. Or if we can Thassa our Hostage Taker, that would work as well. Alright, so here we can chart a course plus Augur, or we can just play out Gary. If we attack again, they'll be able to trade 2 knights for the Hostage Taker. That doesn't feel great. Yeah, we're so close to being able to Entrancing Melody. Let's go ahead and play Gary. Yeah, I don't know about for sideboard guides. They have obviously like the visual sideboard, but in terms of guides, I think it's just more of a, like you write up the description on the webpage. Mark, that is my next project. Probably not going to do it until after the early Ikoria season though, just because I feel like it's really important to get a bunch of Ikoria decks going and kind of capitalize on that excitement. Thanks, Mark. You are the best hype man ever. But yeah, I know a lot of people that watch are trying to like run it up for free on Arena. So see if I can do a little bit of a guide for that about the daily quests and everything, and just the cheap decks that you can make to kind of run through the ladder at the lower ranks. Alright, our opponent's doing a lot of card reading right now, but I do need to remove this Ariel. We're 1 mana source away from being able to steal it. Yeah, that's true. Alright. So now, I think we just go for stealing Ariel and hope for the best. And if they spend a removal spell on their own creature, that's not the end of the world for us either. I just don't want them to have some sort of a protection from blue effect here. But yeah, if they remove it, we can actually command the Dreadhorde at next turn. One other play I'm going to consider is running into them with the Hostage Taker so that we can actually get another knight and command the Dreadhorde that. Got a couple different options here. Sidetrack, are you playing in the early access event for Ikoria? Alright, I think we're doing it in this game. Yeah, it's been a pretty decent swing. We stole their best creature, and we also stole their sword. So we are thieving our way to victory, unless they've got something pretty good here. And if they wipe the board, we can command the Dreadhorde back, a bunch of good stuff. Yeah, so I Hostage Takered it, and then I cast it, and then I equipped it. This is interesting. I want to just block the natural way here. Because again, we can command the Dreadhorde if they do have a board wipe. Okay, let's go ahead and make this play. And even if they just have a pump spell here, being able to buy back Hostage Taker and get rid of whatever they choose to play. Alright. So let's see what we can snag here. So this is going to cost us 6 life. Oh, did I? Please don't kill myself. I thought it would give me a chance to confirm that, but yeah, this will be okay. Command is so good. That was a little bit scary. Oh man, living on the edge. And yeah, we'll augur here as well. Oh boy. Yeah, totally calculated. I added up all the mana costs well below the 19 life or whatever we had. I knew exactly what was going on. Just like we drew it up. Yeah, all their removal is going to be a little bit too late. And then actually, even if they kill Gary here and we can finale Gary back for the win. But yeah, they just can't stop all of our creatures at this point. I guess they can sack a food. Did I need to equip there? Oh, well, then they're dead. Let's go ahead and bring him back. Wait. No, that's destroy. Oh, man. All right. I'm falling asleep over here. We are going to have to kill them next turn. That was embarrassing. Should have definitely equipped the sword. Let's go on the Bolas here. Alright, so yeah, this has been a really smooth game. There have been worse misplays. This hopefully should not actually cost us. But yeah, I got a little too excited after we put them so low. Overestimated the amount of damage we were going to do there. So they don't have 7 cards in the yard, so we're going to have to equip up the Hostage Taker. We can start milling them out as well. Alright, let's try this. Yeah, the Thassa's Oracle victory was definitely one of my favorites. Alright. Let's Platinum Angel here. Oh, the timeout game will live on in my nightmares for quite a while. And I guess for now, might as well equip up the Gargoyle. But yeah, this is taking way longer than it should have. Thank you, Mark. I just was not quite fast enough. Alright, so we're gonna have I realized as I was about to cast this that X has to be 10 or more in order to buy back the creatures from the yard. So this is the very long-term game plan. If it gets that far, we will buy back Gary for the win, but hopefully we can just beat down with the Gargoyle and the Angel on the next couple turns. Alright, so not the Gargoyle. Oh, Bolas' Citadel. That's got to be better than Angel, I think. Although, because our life is kind of low, I'm actually just going to do this. That way we can equip up next turn and try to kill them right there. Yeah, if our life total were higher and we could just churn through our deck, I'd be more inclined to play the Citadel. But this forced them to have an answer right now. And the Rune Raider just buys them a little bit of time along with the food. Let's actually play this now, because if we can kill the Rune Raider, we actually just win. Unless they sack a food, that is. Alright, so we can do this. Yeah, I like that. Force them to sack a food to stay alive here. And I think we want to mill... Let's mill ourselves. I'm afraid they might have some sort of escape or graveyard use mechanic. So I'd rather just mill ourselves to be safer. There's no real reason to give them potentially free cards coming into play. And yeah, our life total should be high enough that we could play this. If they have Gary or something, that's not going to kill us still. Alright, so there we go. we stretched that one out a little bit, but got there in the end. But yeah, it feels weird to mill yourself, especially for people that haven't been playing quite as long. But you have to remember, it's still just random cards going into your yard, and I saw no reason to give them a chance to get an advantage from that decision. Alright. We're getting there. See if we can do a couple 5-win cube sealed runs tonight. Yeah, this deck is not nearly as streamlined and aggressive as the other one. It's a far more controlling deck, so it makes sense that the games are going longer. Also, that game was about 5 minutes longer than it should have been, because I should have just equipped up the sword before combat on that one turn. Yeah, this is certainly good enough. We've got Steel Overseer into Vantress Gargoyle, and then we've got our command if we can make use of it. Alright. And yeah, Thassa's Intervention is super versatile as well. I'm probably going to use it to draw 2 cards. Ooh. This is going to definitely cause a problem over time. So maybe I want to kill it right away. I won't be able to kill it until next turn, unfortunately. And let's go ahead and play this out. Oh yeah, but as it grows, it's going to be harder and harder to kill. So we need to find Murder. That would be ideal. Okay. And I think I'm going to use this to draw 2 cards at the end of our turn. At the end of their turn, I should say. So we're not going to anticipate yet. But yeah, they're going to be cranking out a bunch of tentacle tokens here. Oh, that'll be a fairly large creature as well. Yeah, actually, I think I have to counter this. Because if they're going to keep cranking out tokens, that creature's going to get very large. Alright. So the plan is to eventually get to where we can attack with Vantress Gargoyle and just beat down with a huge flyer. And I just need to make sure I don't forget to pump both of these each turn. And I think I want to start milling both players so that we can start attacking soon with Vantress Gargoyle. Also, we can command the Dreadhorde back that Platinum Angel at some point. So this is even a better reason for us to mill, because we are actually setting us up with both graveyards for a great Command the Dreadhorde. We're 1 mana shy of being able to kill the Kraken here. Let's go ahead and play the Augur. Alright. A whiff, but another blocker is nothing to sneeze at. We don't have any 1 mana plays, so we're going to hold on to the Anticipate till their turn. Make them at least consider that we might have counter magic. But yeah, Treasure Map is also very powerful. The one good thing is that Nadir Kraken and Treasure Map sort of compete against each other for them. Since each of them is going to cost them additional mana each turn, it's a little bit harder for them to continually activate both of them. So hopefully that will slow them down enough to where we can just beat them. Yeah, Treasure Map is definitely the jank glue. I like it. Alright, Captain Sisay. So let's go ahead and we'll take that, and then we're going to pump and mill. And since it's random, it doesn't really matter if we anticipate our mill first. Oh, okay. It's got to be Hostage Taker. We're going to take that Kraken. So I could throw this away to Chart a Course and then Hostage Taker, but that seems unnecessary. Alright, and yeah, we're still a little ways off of being able to attack with the Vantress Gargoyle. So we'll just keep pumping it. And yeah, I want to keep our life total pretty high so that we do have the ability to command the Dreadhorde at least a few things. Alright, so that's a bummer because they can destroy our Steel Overseer here. Alright, they're just going to go for the Gargoyle. So let me go ahead and mill while we can. And yeah, we got them covered with the blocks for now, and we're going to be able to start using their own Kraken against them. We'll keep growing the Steel Overseer in the meantime. Alright, so I also have the option of Command the Dreadhorde. I could get back Platinum Angel, Vantress Gargoyle, Fibblethip, and Shanna. Alright. Is that where we want to be? Because I have to worry about if they do eventually... Yeah, I want to make sure if they remove the Angel, we're not just dying. So maybe we don't need Fibblethip. I kind of like the Vantress Gargoyle as a way to kill them quickly. And it's pretty cheap. We can also just try to get them with the Kraken. Let's do that while we can. And I think I might throw away the Hostage Taker here because we can command it back, and this will allow me to Chart a Course and then pay for Nadir Kraken. Oh, okay, so I'll also accept no block. Yeah, it feels like we're in a really strong spot here. Got a pretty powerful hand. So let's see what legendary card they are revealing. I don't know what I would be most afraid of in the cube, so we'll just have to wait and find out. Alright, Karn's Temporal Sundering. Yeah, I'm okay with that. So, just taking an extra turn when you're behind on the board really doesn't do a whole lot. Enter is good here. All our cards are actually quite good here. Alright, so they're stealing their Kraken back. And they will get an extra turn. So I don't want to actually pump with the Overseer now because I want it to be up as a blocker. Oh, okay. The fact that they can do this again is kind of annoying. So was this their... Oh, they did it. Okay, and Great Henge. This is getting more complicated. I think what I'm going to need to do is actually kill Hostage Taker and then command the Dreadhorde back to get rid of the Great Henge. So we'll probably kill the Kraken and Hostage Taker, and then the turn after try to get rid of the Great Henge. But yeah, this was a pretty good combo they had. Oh yeah, and I should get rid of Captain Sisay as well. Alright. So this is kind of a make or break turn. So 3 target creatures, 2 or less. So we can kill Hostage Taker, Sisay, Knight of Autumn. Can we Golos first? We have... looks like 4, 7 mana. So this should get us... oh no. Yeah, that would not quite work. Yeah, let's go ahead and take out a couple creatures here. Oh, toughness. I would do it for 3. Okay. Yeah, this is tricky. But I think that this is the only way forward, as I need to get rid of this Great Henge before they start going off with it. And we'll see what this other legendary card they're getting is. Okay, Illyrios, not that big a deal. Their second choice was the one that worried me the most. Okay, and yeah, we'll stay on the defensive for now. Again, we've got really good late game here. We just have to kind of slow them down with what they're trying to do. And yeah, this is a good combo, Great Henge and Kraken, because they're going to draw a card off of Great Henge and then be able to, you know, pay for it with Kraken. Oh wow. Okay, so they've got an engine going now. Oh, actually, I don't even have to Hostage Taker the Henge if I don't want to, because I can bring back Knight of Autumn with Command the Dreadhorde, so I could Hostage Taker a creature, perhaps. Like the Kraken again, yeah, or Jehoira. But this is a really complex game. It's definitely the most complicated one we've played tonight. But yeah, I might have to take a creature with the Hostage Taker just because they are assembling quite the board here. Yeah, this is a really tricky one to figure out. Hopefully I am able to figure it out. Okay. So it definitely starts out with Command. Because I can't do Golos and Command. I don't know why it's choosing to tap like that. I feel like I want to leave one of each mana up just in case. Okay. So let's get back Knight of Autumn. That's 3 life. Could get back Sisay perhaps, but I don't know if we need to. Let's get Platinum Angel. That's now up to 10 life. And Hostage Taker. I survive at 1 life here, but I have Platinum Angel in play. Yeah, I'm going to go for this. All right, 7, 11, and then 3 more is 14. All right. So the Hostage Taker, yeah, I think I do want to get rid of this because it's their engine. And then we're going to destroy the Great Henge. Yeah, and that's going to be our turn. So let's see what they've got now. Even if they remove Platinum Angel, we have enough blockers for now. Okay. But yeah, this is a really tough... Oh, wow. Klothys. Eek. Okay. We need to find some way to get rid of Klothys, or we are going to die. Either that or a way to somehow kill them. Yeah, I can't actually hit Klothys with the Hostage Taker. I was thinking about that. I could blink Knight of Autumn. So if we find Thassa, we can keep blinking Knight of Autumn every turn to get our life total high enough. I don't know. We need to hit Thassa off the top, though. Yeah, I cannot afford to actually give up the Knight of Autumn because of what we just talked about. So I think we just chump block here. But yeah, without finding Thassa off the top there, I don't think there's any way to survive. Oh, you gain life here. Okay, so this keeps us alive for ever so slightly longer. Wow. Alright, let's go ahead and hit Illyrios. And are they close to being out? I guess we'll start milling them. Maybe that, in this situation, could be an alternate win condition for us if we can survive long enough. You know, we'll just play out the Midnight Reaper. So we're going to go to 3 here. And unfortunately, they have chump blockers for the Steel Overseer, so I don't really see the use in attacking it, although it will get rid of one of their attackers. So maybe that's okay. Since they have Icy Manipulator, they would be able to tap it down anyway. Yeah, and if they attack in with everybody, that might be giving us a little bit of an opening. We'll see. Yeah, this is a wild one for sure. All right, so can we survive this even because of the Midnight Reaper? Eek. Yeah, unfortunately, this is not going to work out. All right. I really was expecting them to trade off one of the 1/1s to save the life, but yeah, it's going to be hard to beat Klothys unless we hit Thassa off the top. Yeah, that was super complicated, but a fun game. All right. 2-2 in this one. Let's see if we can keep it going a little bit. This deck is way harder to play than the last one also. I kind of liked where it was just spew red and black creatures onto the board and smash. Yeah, let's get to 5 wins here. Alright, this unfortunately is a mulligan. Just can't play anything with what we have. Yeah, and this is not really much better, but I do not want to go to 5. So we'll keep this 6, and we will bottom the Citadel, because we are very far from being able to use that. Alright, and the good news is we can Entrancing Melody this Knight of Ebon Legion soon if we'd like to. Okay. So, as sad as it is, I am considering taking this just to slow the game down. Because maybe we wait to see if they pump it actually. And then we can get a better Knight of the Ebon Legion. Yeah, I'm going to hold on to it for a little bit longer. Ideally, we hit a black source so that we can hostage taker the Piper of the Swarm. Ooh, okay. This is actually a very nice Entrancing Melody target, at least. It will hold off their army. I did not notice the username. We'll see if Master Warcraft is also at least Apprentice Master at Magic. Yeah, so I'm fine with them spending their turn to pump and trade off with their own creature. We really just want to extend this game as much as possible. Alright, and we did finally find a black source. So now we have to decide if we want Piper of the Swarm or the Knight of Ebon Legion. And I think we want the Piper here. If they want to spend their whole turn to attack and pump, that's okay. And we're getting close to Command the Dreadhorde time as well. Yeah, Hostage Taker is so good. I'm very glad we got to play it this time. Ugh. Alright, well, this is not ideal, but this can at least help us draw into some more action and hopefully some more swamps. And if we hit a swamp off the top, we are probably commanding the Dreadhorde just to get back Hostage Taker and their Knight. Oh, okay. This works out pretty nicely. Let's get rid of... Yeah, I'm going to get rid of the Knight now. And I still think we mill ourselves. But that's a big swing. Not only do we have a good blocker now, but we've buffered our life total, and we've loaded some stuff in the yard. Okay, so we're going to command the Dreadhorde, hostage takering Varric's Bladewing, and maybe some other stuff. Yeah, everything's so cheap. I see no reason not to grab all of these things. And yeah, we'll take this dragon. Hostage Taker is such a sweet card. Alright, and unless they're able to kill Hostage Taker right here, I think we're in a really good spot. Yeah, we have some very good recursion, and actually, Argol's Bloodfast, when you get low, allows you to sort of build up your life total by sacrificing creatures as well. So this is a really well-designed card, I think. They did get rid of it. Oh, man. Okay. That does make things a lot trickier. We can attack in with the Knight and the 4/4. I guess play out the Oathsworn Knight to try to race them, but they're going to be able to kill us in 2 turns. And we can't pump and play out the Oathsworn Knight, but I doubt they're going to block here. We could throw everything at them. If we do, should we play the Midnight Reaper to see what we hit? Yeah, I actually think this might be our best chance. So they can make a 1/1 rat here. But yeah, this is going to be tough. So the good news is, if they don't kill us in one shot, we can flip this and start sacrificing like the 4/4 to save life. And then we can destroy this on the next turn. Yeah, Finale is a good one. But I can't feel super comfortable being at this life total against a red player. I wonder if I'm supposed to... Okay, so when this transforms, I don't think it becomes tapped, but I forget. If it doesn't become tapped, I think we are in good shape, and I can pay 2 life even if they try to kill me with a 3 mana instant, or a 3 damage instant. So, oh man, this is really tricky. I want to pay 2 life now so it flips. Mark, can you confirm? Does it become tapped or not? Do you know? If it doesn't become tapped, I think I'm supposed to draw a card here. Oh, it transforms on upkeep. Okay, so not doing that then. Alright, come on. No 3 damage spell. 1 time. Alright, that's fine. Okay. So we're going to transform it. Oh man, this is a nice draw as well. So we can kill all 3 of their creatures and attack with everybody. That doesn't give us the chance to gain life, but it seems like by far the best play. And hopefully they don't have any haste creatures. Alright, so we can't actually kill them this turn, so I think I'm supposed to leave somebody back. And I'm gonna leave the Midnight Reaper back. The Stonecoil Serpent had 6 toughness, Mark. So it has toughness X or less. I had to pay 6 to kill the Stonecoil Serpent. We got there though. That was a scary one. Whew. Yes, we had fun in that match. Alright, let's go. Alright. Can we do it? Can we make it back-to-back 5-win runs? Yeah, these games have been so much trickier than the first one. The first one was like just, like I said, a speed run. This one is stressing my brain. But definitely a difference in the deck styles contributes to that. Alright, and this is not ideal, but we have 2 different 2-mana plays, and if we hit 1 more land, we get the Oathsworn Knight going. So I am going to keep this one. It's definitely borderline, but I think compared to a random 6, it's at least as good. Alright, so we will definitely want to start with the Steel Overseer here. And then next turn, unless there's someone we have to kill. I was going to say, I think... Well, now that we have the mana for it, let's get the Oathsworn Knight going. But if we didn't hit that, I think I would have played the Bloodfast to try to draw some additional lands. Alright. Let's see what their follow-up is. Oathsworn Knight is a cool card. I don't think it's really seen a ton of play in Standard, but it definitely has a unique feel to it, and it's a pretty good beater. And tough for certain color combinations to deal with because of the damage prevention. Alright, and we do have removal for either the Aerialist or another small creature they play as well. But yeah, if we can get up to 5 mana, that will then immediately turn on Bolas' Citadel because we can play Golos for the 6th land. And yeah, I think we kind of want to race them here. So, although I really am not that concerned about this Aerialist, so I'm not going to use the Mire's Grasp yet. We're actually going to draw a card with the Bloodfast, but I'm considering just attacking with the Overseer. Although I think I want to get it a little bit larger first. But yeah, the Search for Azcanta is a really powerful long game card. Although, Bolas' Citadel is even more powerful, so maybe I don't really care that much. Mark, you got any big plans this week? Alright, let's go ahead and draw a card here. Yeah, makes sense. You've earned it. Ooh, this is a weird block. I'm not sure that they know how Oathsworn Knight works. Either that or they've got some way to clear the board. Yeah, that might have just been a mistake. They might not have known how Oathsworn Knight works. Or they just really are trying to transform Search for Azcanta. I'm not sure. But yeah, Bolas' Citadel is coming down next turn, most likely. Alright, so Kefnet is good. Let's see. Okay. So, we can Bolas' Citadel right away. We can play a land, play Platinum Angel. We can attack with these two. And then if they block here, we can Mire's Grasp. That seems less good. I think we let them have Kefnet for 1 turn. Yeah, let's attack with these two. So you think they're digging for Nexus? I don't know. Yeah, I kind of want to get the Bolas' Citadel going here. Although getting rid of Kefnet really limits what they can do, but it's just such an inefficient use of mana. The only problem is they are going to be able to start hurting us here, but I think we let that happen for 1 turn. We'll play out the Raider here, and the land, and the free. Alright, do we want to anticipate here? Just want to be a little bit careful, but they're not going to be able to do 11 damage in a single turn. Let's go ahead and do that. And we're not going to be able to command. Let's just grab the Vantress Gargoyle. And Augur. I think I want to play it a little bit cautious here. Seems like the way that we can end up losing is if we basically kill ourselves. So yeah, if they find a 4 mana burn spell here, they do get us. And they're trying to set up something with Kefnet. Yeah, Flame Sweep would not have done it, but yeah, if we survive this turn, we win. Alright, I like only seeing the 1 creature attack. Alright. Let's see. Alright, and this actually, if this transforms, that is spectacular for us. So then we can sack something to get our life total up if we need to. Alright. And can we kill them on this turn? I think we probably can. Let's go ahead and get rid of the Stormfleet Aerialist. And we'll mill them here. I like having Chart a Course on top, just in case we need to draw another card. And yeah, we can sacrifice a creature to gain quite a bit of life if we need to. Go ahead and swing in with the team. I want to blink Golos. I'm going to just sacrifice that to gain the life. All right, and let's play. Yeah, they're not going to be able to do this much damage. Let's Chart a Course here. Yeah, it should be a good game. I can't imagine that we're going to lose from this much, and if possible, we might even be able to get to 10 permanents here. We're not that far off. Looks like they have a counterspell, which is interesting. Oh, the Grey Merchant. That would have been a nice one to have on top. Let's just play out the Vantress Gargoyle here. Alright. So they can flip Search, but we will be able to kill them with Grey Merchant next turn unless they somehow wipe the board and still have counter magic up. Yeah, alright. The solid one. Got him indeed. Alright, we're so close. Need one more victory to string together the back-to-back 5-win runs. Mark, what are you going to do with all that free time you have this week? Alright, also, we've been invited to Twitch affiliate. Let's get started. I'll do it after this game, though. There's quite a bit of onboarding reading I've got to do to enable two-factor. Let's keep this hand. So yeah, really appreciate everybody out there for helping me get over the hump. Hello, opponent. You are all the best. All right, and it looks like we've got a aggressively slanted opponent in this last round here. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Becca. All right, let's play out this as a blocker. Really appreciate it. All right, we found our blue source here, and I kind of want to attack and just blink this. That way we have a blocker as well, and we can start pressuring them. Seems like a pretty good use of our mana. All right. Yeah, I'm super excited. I'm really excited to set everything up right after the stream ends. So, yeah, it's been an awesome run. Ooh, okay. Tajik the Legion's Edge is a good one. But I thought they were going to offer us the trade there. Luckily, we can murder that. We can also attack first, chart a course and probably hit another land to murder. I think we're going to get greedy and go for that line. Just before the last game, indeed. Although, to be honest, I just checked the old email, so it might have been there for a little while. Alright, and our greed paid off. Go ahead and blink our Raider, draw another card here. And yeah, now we're going to be able to Golos into Platinum Angel. Ooh, we got the Hostage Taker also. It was a big hit to our life total, but a super solid card. Greed is clearly good. Gordon Gekko was right. Alright, so I actually don't really want to attack anymore because I'm a little concerned for our life total. So we can either Golos or Hostage Taker. I think I'm just going to Golos here, hit the land, and then next turn get the Platinum Angel going. And let's go ahead and grab an island. We'll blink Golos here. This is a pretty sweet combination, although I could have just Hostage Taker that turn to clear their board, I suppose. But yeah, I like getting a ton of lands into play. It's going to give us the most options on the future turns. Alright, Ugin comes down.
Drive civilization, not petty wars. The fabric of the multiverse obeys me.
Yeah, too bad Ugin is not an artifact. That would be really cool. So let's start hostage takering things. We'll just kind of start wiping out their board presence. And we'll try to get rid of their Ugin here. Alright, and at this point I guess we are just blinking the Golos to hit additional lands. But yeah, hopefully we don't hit a 6-drop here. Alright, that was a good one. Yeah, we can actually stop this. This lined up quite nicely for us. We're going to counter that one. And that should do it. I think we're going to hit the 5-win mark again. They are going to be able to plus Ugin or potentially, yeah. So we can actually steal this, or ooh, we can just Myers Grasp it, I suppose. And then play out the Platinum Angel to make sure we can't lose. Oh, I should have killed the Ugin first, maybe. Not a big deal, though. We're going to go like this. Into Platinum Angel. Alright, and again, hopefully there's nothing too expensive off the top. Ooh, okay. So, if they can both remove Platinum Angel and do 4 damage, we're in a lot of trouble. Let's... I feel like we could somehow get to Gary here. Our library is pretty thin. We are going to Hostage Taker their Harmonious Archon next turn. Or at the end of our turn, I mean. So let's do this. We'll buffer our life total a bit with the Enter the God Eternal. And then we'll steal their Archon. And let's mill them here, because I don't want to actually mill Gary at this point. So yeah, we got some good synergies going for sure. And I feel better being at 8 life than I did at 4. And we're pretty close to finding Gary and then sacrificing 10 permanents. Ooh, Dracuseth is a good one in general, but it's not going to be enough here. So we can actually go ahead and do this for 10, killing all of their creatures and returning a ton of stuff to the battlefield, which is a pretty sweet way to... Oh, I can only do it for 0 when it's on top. Oh, man. So I can anticipate here, not do it for 10, but then do it for 7, and then swing in for 7. Yeah, that works. All right, let's just go ahead and end it this way. Not as good as bringing everything back, but still effective. All right. And let's get in there. Awesome. So 2 very different decks, but both really fun, played out in pretty unique ways. All right. Again, appreciate everybody so much for hanging out, helping us get affiliate tonight. That is huge. It's definitely making me excited to keep streaming. I'm going to set that up. I'll leave the stream active while I set it up, just going through that. And then hopefully I will see you again tomorrow night at 7. Yeah, appreciate that, Mark and Becca and everybody else.